A convicted rapist charged in a new rape case and suspected in another. Roger Black is due in court this week. NBC4 was the first to tell you about Black's history as a sex offender. He was convicted more than 10 years ago for raping a teenage girl. Then tonight, NBC4's Renee LaSalle shares that woman's story of survival. Renee?
Yeah, Elliot, it was a conversation I'll never forget. Last week, I spoke with the mother of the 2004 survivor. She said that her heart stopped when she heard of those more recent attacks. Well, today, speaking to the survivor of that 2004 attack, even more powerful. She says she's okay, but she's calling for stronger sentences for the perpetrators of violent crime. And because she is a survivor of sexual assault, we are protecting her identity.
11 years later, I'm still suffering, and he was free.
More than a decade of anxiety and fear for this survivor of a brutal crime.
I wanted to die.
In 2004, at just 16, she was kidnapped on the way to school and raped multiple times. Nearly a year later, her attacker, Roger Black, entered no contest pleas to 2 counts of rape and 1 count of gross sexual imposition. He was sentenced to 8 years.
Somebody that never admitted to what they did. They need longer.
Black served his time. He was incarcerated last year on a parole violation and released in July. Last week, he was arrested, charged in 1 rape, suspected in another. Now the survivor in that 2004 attack is calling for stronger sentencing in violent crimes.
People who deal drugs, or use drugs, you get longer sentences.
She says she lived in constant fear from the moment her attacker was released, and she still feels that his 8-year sentence was a slap on the wrist.
Something that he did to me that's going to, affect me the rest of my life.
Now, the woman in our story says her attacker did not break her spirit, that she has moved on with her life and that she's okay. And to those 2 women in the most recent attack, she says it is possible to be okay again and to not be afraid to ask for help. Dwayne?
Renee, thank you so much.